So our theme today that Marcia has been talking a lot about is collaboration. And so very quickly here at the end, I'm going to talk about, the next great collaborators here with Kids First DRC, which is hopefully all of you here in the audience. And so I just want to briefly talk about, how can we engage new collaborations? How do we make our data available, accessible for secondary use? So we've talked a lot about our Kids First data resource, and so we've released this large number of studies up to this point, which are currently available and on the Kids First portal. And of course, we still have many studies left to go, and so we're actively pursuing and already received funding to sequence and release these additional over 21,000 samples. And so we're very excited to continue our work in the future. So Marcia briefly alluded to at the very beginning, and Adam did as well, receiving access to these studies. And so every Kids First study that is released on the portal is associated with a particular study in dbGaP. And so this is how, from scrolling through the portal, how do we actually get the data? How do we get started? And so this is once you review the portal and find the studies you're interested in, you find the appropriate dbGaP page, and you'll see there's a little request access button right there up at the top, and that will begin your application to be able to receive access to these files. So each study has its own page. So this is the Microtia study. And so how do we get to these particular pages? So we've tried to make it as easy as possible. There's 4 different places where you can get access to these specific study pages. So one, we have a studies overview on the Kids First portal. If you click the studies tab, it will give you a great table view of all of our different Kids First studies with links to dbGaP with their specific PHS ID. So you can click that link and it will take you right to that page to apply. Likewise, if you get all the way to the end to the file repository and you're looking at those files and you're ready to move them to Cavatica for your analysis, you can also, again, that link right there is the PHS number. And if you click that link, it will take you into dbGaP where you can apply. And then the third place is that we actually maintain a studies and access website, which you can access under our resources tab, which will take you to our studies and access page. This provides overview information about all of our different studies, and it also includes those PHS links as well, one per study. And then finally, a great place to look if you are still stumped, you can also search on the dbGaP homepage. And so dbGaP, it provides a search box up at the top. It'll allow you to be able to find studies as well. So all of those will take you to that place where you can receive access. All of these studies have undergone clinical data review by the Kids First DRC and our investigator partners. So we're collaborating not just with our secondary users, but also, of course, with our EXO-1s as well. And so we're looking at how is the clinical data. Is it complete? Does it match our accepted values? Is it consistent across multiple fields? And so some of these studies will actually go through multiple rounds of review in order to be able to meet the quality of release that we're looking for. We also make, of course, our bioinformatics resources. And so these harmonized genomic files across each of these 4 different bioinformatics pipelines. But more than just the files, so the outputs of these different workflows, we actually make the pipelines themselves available as well. So if you have your own data set, if you have your own genomes from a separate project that you want to combine with Kids First, we make it very easy to bring your own data. And so you can bring your own genomes and combine them with the thousands of Kids First genomes in order to be able to enhance and empower your study. And these pipelines are available on Cavatica. They're preloaded and ready for use, as well as in our GitHub repository as well. And so now's a great time to bring your own data because NIH is sponsoring a cloud credits program that will support projects working on Cavatica platform. And so you can receive credits to run your analysis on research projects using Kids First data sets, for combining your own data with Kids First data sets, or for developing software tools to analyze Kids First data sets as well. So this is a great opportunity, like I said, to get started working with Kids First data. We have a website, our GitHub repo, Kids First -KF Cloud Credits, or you can do a Google search for Kids First Cloud Credits, and it will be one of the first hits to come up. And then finally, if you are still stumped and want to continue the collaboration further, we'd love to have you at our monthly office hours series. So these we hold on the second Tuesday every month at 3 o'clock Eastern time. And you can join me, members of our data team, and members of our bioinformatics group to answer any questions you have about working with Kids First platforms or data sets. So our next one is October 11th. And if you have any follow-up questions from our seminar today, we'd love to see you there. And so that is I think all that I have time for today. So I will wrap up by again acknowledging that I'm just the person here on behalf of a huge group at the Kids First DRC. We're looking forward to working with you and continuing our collaboration. So please visit us, kidsfirstdrc.org. Please follow us on social media at kidsfirstdrc, and please reach out. You can find us support@kidsfirstdrc.org by email.